Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your monthly reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of November 2022. All right. Your first card out is the Seven of Wands. So feeling like you had to stand your ground, make your decisions, and try not to take anybody too serious, that sort of thing. You're just moving along forward in your own life at your own pace. You've had a few ups and downs this month, people not really seeing eye to eye with you. But you really don't care because you've already made some decisions here for this month. And the Lovers. Crossing you, so maybe it's a new career that speaks to you passionately. This could be a new person in your life as well for some of you. Something that your heart speaks to, something that you're content with, happy with, you're going forward with. And the Two of Pentacles, so juggling a few things to make this happen this month for yourself. Trying to keep everybody happy, everything in your life in balance. Trying not to rock the boat or upset anybody. But you're trying to make the decisions correctly for yourself. And the Nine of Pentacles. So having enough, knowing you have enough. Content with yourself. You're not really in lack of anything or wanting. You're just, sometimes you get a little bit lonely, but that's okay. That happens naturally as well. And the Ten of Wands. So having carried a lot of burdens, whether they were for yourself or put on you. And this is the month where you're going to delegate for people to take care of themselves and take the responsibilities. Because you're tired of doing it all yourself and you're just going to, move out of this circumstances and this situation so that you can feel less burdened this month for yourself going forward into the future, because you don't want to feel that way anymore. You're tired, you're worn out, you've done your bit, and you've been feeling overwhelmed for quite some time with it, and you're no longer going to put up with it. And the Eight of Swords, so taking off the mask, stepping forward, making some pretty big decisions for yourself. You're realizing that you have to do this because you can't stay where you are anymore. You're just not happy in the circumstances that you're in. And you're realizing that you have to accept what's coming at you, whether you want to or not, so that you can make a proper decision for yourself going forward. And the Queen of Swords. So cutting people and places and things out. Standing your ground, saying what you got to say, using your words, trusting yourself a little bit more. It's not always nice to have to do that, but you're realizing that you can rely on yourself more than you give yourself credit for. You're willing to face the decisions that you have to make this month for yourself. And the Page of Wands. So good news coming in. This could be a long distance call, a message from somebody you haven't heard from for a while. Maybe you've put your best foot out there, made some calls, that sort of thing. And maybe you're thinking of taking a trip, to go and see them, or a trip for work as well. Maybe they need a hand to do something around the house and you volunteered to go and give them a hand, that sort of thing. But overall, the month looks good so far. You've got a few decisions that you got to make. You're willing to put those burdens down, let people, take care of themselves for a change, so that you don't feel always like it's all on your shoulders. And the Five of Cups. So, you're looking at all that you've let go in your life this far. Having a little bit of look back wondering if this is all there is there more, coming in on offer for me, should I stop looking, that sort of thing. But there's still more behind you. Pardon me. There's still things on offer. You're not finished by any means. You're just having a little, setback on yourself. Maybe you've ran into a few difficulties lately for money being a little bit more tied up than what you would have liked it to have. That sort of thing. And the Seven of Cups. So good ideas coming in. You're starting to realize all that you bring for the table. Maybe you've had some good ideas going around in your head for quite some time of what you'd like to see in the future or what path you'd like to take. Maybe this is the month that you're going to make that decision for yourself. Once you lay all those burdens down and, make people responsible for themselves so that you can be more responsible and have more things in your own life. And the Four of Wands. So on good solid foundation. You're starting off in the right area of your life. You're realizing that all that you have because you've built it that way. It's not been handed to you. You've had a lot of accomplishments in your life, and you're now rewarding yourself with what makes you happy instead of trying to make everybody else happy all the time. And the King of Pentacles. So liking maybe some investments. Maybe you've made some really good investments for yourself and they're starting to pay off. And you're starting to realize that, they come to ripen. They're ripening slowly, but they are coming, and you're starting to see what you have to look forward for yourself going forward in the future. And you're okay with that. It's slow and steady, but you're willing to wait. And the Six of Wands. So you're okay with showing, where you came from, what you had, what you've accomplished. People are aware of that about you anyhow, but you're feeling this month that you need to tell people sometimes. Maybe they just forgot, or you're feeling like they're not treating you correctly about this. And they're just taking advantage of you. So you want them to realize that, things weren't always given to you either. You've had to work hard. And maybe that's what you're trying to get them to do instead of you always, carrying the burdens going forward. And the Death card. So you've come to definitely a conclusion this month of what you need to let go in your life. Things that no longer serve you, places, people, and things. Maybe you've, put off making a decision for quite some time, and you've come to the conclusion that this is the month that I'm going to do it. I'm going to, cut my losses. I'm glad of who I was around, what I had around, what I've learned from them, but I'm also glad that it's finished so that I can go and make my own life be a little bit less burdensome to myself. And the Wheel of Fortune. So most definitely things are turning in your favor. Things are going forward for you. New beginnings. Things are starting to come that you've had a little bit of a glimpse for yourself, but now it's coming all the way. For some of you, you're actually changing your jobs, like your careers, 100%. This could be the month that you get that big break. Maybe they're going to send you back to get some more paperwork under your belt so that you have the qualifications that are needed. This is maybe you've tried to do this in the past a few times and they either didn't have it or something like that, but this is the month that it comes on the table again and it goes in your favor. And the Hanged Man. So time out, taking a time out for yourself, realizing where you want to go, stepping back a little bit, not being in such an overly big hurry to try to accomplish things. You're starting to realize that slow and steady wins the race. Maybe you've been just feeling stuck for so long that you didn't think it was ever going to come forward for you. And the Three of Pentacles. So you have definitely lots to offer. You know, you're good at what you do, very, very much so. People are starting to see it. You're perhaps getting a raise this month in the company that you're already in or the business that you have. Maybe you've raised the rates a little bit more so you have more income coming in for yourself to make your life more comfortable without having to worry. You have a lot to offer, you know, whether it's knowledge. People are starting to realize that about you. They're starting to, you know, invite you over for coffee because maybe you could fix this for me, that sort of thing. But you're doing all right this month. You know, you're making some pretty heavy decisions. You're cutting quite a few things out of your life so that you can go forward. You're getting people to realize that, you know, they need to stand up for themselves and take these burdens off of you, and you're okay with that. You're not going to keep spending your time, you know, wondering nostalgia wise. You're just going forward to make your own life happy. All right, I am going to shuffle and pick you a fairy card. This one seems to be coming up for a lot of the readings this month. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Well, there you are. All right, Pisces, on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next month. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.